show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football.
On the set.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ultra, go up, ready. Ready.
On the ground, the goal with Rashad White, the back end of Arizona State. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Okay, right.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Smack, smack. Down.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's complete to Watkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will race out to a quick 7-0 end. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Steal, just steal. Let's go. Set.
Another run here with Kamara. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Odafe Owe to make the play.
52.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to have enough for the first down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
Try
after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there, nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Mick Squirtin having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
33, yellow. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. A pass, caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's good for a Saints first down. Here's Kamara. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Michael Jackson in for the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Red 30 cut.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Quick throw here is complete. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Blue 32. Ready.
Out of the gun, Rattler. This one on target to Olave.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Nick, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Rattler. Flush to his right. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact. And really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
3rd and 11.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43, ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. On target, some more. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, New Orleans.
Let's go.
They'll go on the ground with Devin Neal. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Watch out, man. 52.
To throw on 2nd down is Rattler. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. You know, comfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Open, ready? Ready, ready. Drill, 50 red. 50 red. Cut.
A give up the middle with Kamara. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Ready?
They're going for it. Here's Rattler. Now he'll work his way out right. That one downfield for Cooks.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Look at play action with Young. He'll let one go down the middle. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play for the Panthers. A pickup of 44 yards.
7-yard line.
Here we go. Cut.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Bayless Jones. Touchdown, Panthers. That is first touchdown of the new year. The extra point is good. Panthers move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Palmer now to return. Across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. There are 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
45.
Olave is the motion man. Here's Rattler now on 2nd down. This pass right side, taken in by Cook. And he'll be taken down. The game. Is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Saints.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Ready. Yes,
On the ground, it's Kamara. He'll manage only a couple. It was without Faole to make the play.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Rattler going to throw here on 3rd and 1. Forced to his right. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And no turnover here. But the Guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A second down throw for Young. He's going to let this one go deep. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Felix forward for maybe a yard. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The second down throw is incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Set, hut. 52 blue. Go pink. Set.
Throwing on third down, Rattler. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 45-yard
Hey, go Peter. Here we go. Set. Yellow. 43. Ready.
On play action, Young. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
His pass, caught. It's Chigokankwa. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
That'll be swung out wide to Jones. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third down and 3.
5, 97. Let's go now. Ready?
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
A 7-yard gain. And the
Hey, go steal.
First down.
Come on, set.
First down and goal.
Here's a little pop pass is heading to the right. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go. Nowhere.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bayless Jones. Touchdown, Carolina. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Strike! Strike! Ready! Ready!
They'll start out with a run by Neal. And he gets this up close to the 40. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Michael Jackson in for the stop.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Rattler. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Juwan Bentley.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
38. Watch out, man. 52.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down.
Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Panthers. On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Panthers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Palmer now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
The drive begins with a carry for Neal. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
Now toss left side for Neal. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. J.C. Horn coming in from his quarterback spot to make the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yard.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On second down, Young. There's Okonkwo open left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Mega, come on, spike, 6, blue, 30, 10.
They'll try and run for the first down with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
So 3rd and 2, sometimes it's not about being fancy. You don't need your back to be a hero. Make sure, no matter what, pick up the yards needed, convert that first down. Now, if there's an opportunity to pop it, great.
And he'll take it on in. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Carolina. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Shutt. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
18 Cardinal.
Here is Shutt on 1st and 10. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70. Hey, smash. Motion. Let's go.
Looking to throw, here is Shutt. That deep for Olave. That one's incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Tight end going in motion here. Now Shuck on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go, and here's Shuck. That's deep for Olave. And he's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
The extra point by Sanders is good. The Saints will get just a bit closer.
Saints 7.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. One-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Palmer now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On the handoff, it's Neal. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
60 vices.
A run once more, it's Neal. And he's got it, first down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action. In this case, they choose to keep it on.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to Neal on first down. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
On 3rd down, here's Neal. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
too long for a field goal, they'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go, and it is Shuck. He's got his man, that's Olave. And he's going to have the Saints first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
The Saints first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
At the 60, at the 60. Go, Rick, go.
Up the middle, it's Neal. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's second down.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Flush to his right, taking off.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield, he doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. Tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Saints first down.
They'll run with Neal. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
On second down, it's Shuck. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
From the gun, it's Shuck. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And he's in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Saints.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Saints are able to cut into the deficit.
Saints 14.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Really with it. I should probably sound a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip.
Set, ready.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And the Panthers
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the big
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
On first down is Young. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's brought down after after a gain of 6 on first down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Yellow, 22.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Ready. Here we go. Ready.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Yeah,
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12. Inside this time with Neal, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On play action, it's shut. On the run to the right. That is intercepted. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick 6. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
Saints 14.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Palmer now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Handoff here to Neal. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is shut. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it. It's Neal. He'll convert, picking up the 1st down at the 46-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Saints, 1st down.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he broke through the initial contact, lines up, getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is shut. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Neal. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL. Like, you want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
Taken in, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A carry now for Neal. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd.
Now shut.
At the Panthers' 33-yard line.
This ball intercepted by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, set. Ready.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
On the give, this is Neal. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. On the ground, and here comes Neal. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Right back to Neal. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, set.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson.
Let's go.
Chuck going to throw it here on 3rd and 1. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Well, just when you think you've seen it all, there's this one. That's a lot of ground to cover in the wrong direction and cost 2 points.
Well, Mike, this doesn't happen very often, but I think I'm at a loss of words. You just don't typically see a play like that happening very often, but in this case, if you're the defense, you'll take the 2 points.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. His way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Chuck. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run it. He's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Back deep for Olave. Have a quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. The throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Well, going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now, the officials say no. It is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. To the air again is shut. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
The air once more. Shot. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Ready up.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's a toss left side. It's Hubbard. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Cuba Hubbard rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is up and through. Panthers add on to their already sizable lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Again, working deep downfield. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU. And a nice return here as well. Takes it up to the 45-yard line.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Ultra, set. Black 40. Set, go.
Off the playback. Here's Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. The linebacker, Keon White. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, it's Young. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we ready?
Out of the shotgun, Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And a nice sequence there defensively. They'll give him 8 yards, but they get him down well short of the first down, and it's 4th down. Saints going to use their second timeout, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game.
Ready.
On 4th down, Young. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker, and that's going to be a turnover on down. Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. He's going to try it here again. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. To the air is Shuck. Out to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. Clock stopped with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing again, Shuck. for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
60 reps. Ready?
Young hands it to Hubbard. Has an opening past the 40. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.
You ain't never been in skate town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of at the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Shout to you and I vibe, take a few, like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it ride through the Pull up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? West End, what's happening? Oh, man. Southside, Clinko, what's up? Oh, damn, homie, come on.
From the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollin' at the green 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s hard. She was choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I made on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop, that's fine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Neck. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
Pull up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? West End, what's happening? Southside, Clinko, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. Hop out the seat, slide, it's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I'll bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I bend, I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me, they don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west, and they from the east, and all white tees, looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of them sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes, and talking about West End, what's happening? Hey, we just pull up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clinko, throw that.
You ain't never been to skate town. On no national, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade on the west side of MLK. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles, gliding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's something tomorrow. I'ma pack a Carlo, I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow.
Bring it, yeah, bring it, song, so bring it, I don't bring it now, this will reach out, so let it take out, ugly. Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesser, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes. Joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God. He's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like, find out.
sofa. The